Well, hello out there to whoever finds this little recording somewhere down the road in the future. Um, I woke up, couldn't get back to sleep, tried doing some writing. Nothing good was coming out, so gave up on that and decided I would goof around on YouTube. So, yeah. Um, Also woke up with, of all things, a couple of Ailstorm songs just kind of running through my head. Including Drink and Hangover, their cover of Hangover. This is just milk, unfortunately. Should probably something that should give me a hangover. But anyhow, while I was just kind of goofing around, I was still trying to unlock the mystery of Restream, and I noticed this little feature. So yeah, buy my books. Click on the QRL code or QR whatever code. Yeah, so I guess that's one way to monetize without being monetized, or advertised at least. And put my beautiful face up there from a picture that's got to be, what, at least 20 years old now, from when I got poked in the eye. But yeah, plus, like I said, I had Ailstorm in my head, so pirates were on my mind. Speaking of pirates, I think I'll just look at some pirate pictures. And if someone decides to say hi in the side chat, maybe we can talk about something interesting until I get tired. You can help me go to sleep. So I came across these pictures a year or two ago. They're from David Yarrow. He is a wildlife photographer, um, fine arts photographer. Just takes some really interesting pictures, and he did a small series of pirate themed pictures. I really don't know how long the series is. I came across 3 of them, found them fascinating. Again, by David Yarrow. So here's one. I think this one was titled Beach Bums, as I recall. And at least that's what I saved it as, I think, when I grabbed it. It is at the I want to say the Singleton Gallery is where this particular picture is hanging. Although it was also for sale as a limited run picture. You could get a print of it, hang on your wall. Whoa, hello. Another one in that series is this one. This is called Dead Man's Chest. Again, very interesting photo. Pirate themed. You got some of the same models in it. Whether these were just taken for the purposes of being pirate photos and just art, or whether they were for some ad campaign, I have no idea. But again, I found this picture to be absolutely fascinating, and just a neat pirate picture. And then finally, there's this one. Again, same models. And I could be wrong, but I think this one is this one right here. Cara Devenier, I want to say. English model. Oh, and David Yarrow, or British model rather. And David Yarrow is also British or Scottish, I want to say. But I could be wrong. But he's from somewhere in the United Kingdom is where he came out of. But yeah. So in this one, I think was called Pirate Bar. And another random pirate image that's sitting on my computer for no good reason is by Masamune Shirow. He is one of he's been a longtime favorite artist of mine and a longtime favorite comic book artist, or I guess you're supposed to call them manga when it's Japanese comics. But I've always liked Masamune Shirow. Well, I guess I need to rephrase that. I liked Masamune Shirow's art up until I think around the mid 1990s or maybe late 1990s, when he discovered computer graphics and got really hardcore into just doing everything on the computer. And this is one of those computer generated images, and it just seemed like his art lost something when he went electronic or digital, whatever the proper word is. But yeah, there's Masamune Shirow doing pirates. I still rank the original Ghost in the Shell book among my favorite comics. Dominion Tank Police, those couple of graphic novels, also great. Actually, has not an Appleseed, the 5-volume Appleseed series, which I guess only ended because a hurricane or something wiped out his studio and he lost all of the work. But yes, Dominion Tank Police, Ghost in the Shell, and Orion. Really liked Orion as well. So yeah, that's Shirow's pirate. Other pirate images. Actually, over at my Shades of Grey blog, I have a whole series devoted to pirates. Let's close this out. Every once a year, there's Talk Like a Pirate Day, and I do a post. It's September 19th, and for the last 8 years, I think, I've done a series of picture posts. Come on, open up, will you? There we go. So there's Allison Hayes as a pirate. They were doing weird pinups in the 40s and 50s, and I said Allison Hayes, didn't I? I meant Eileen Haley. Eileen Haley as a pirate. I really don't know what this is. Just amuse me. Pirates doing ballet. Probably not what it is. I have no idea what it is. I just found this picture amusing when I came across it. Frances Drake as a pirate. I think maybe that's probably the most appropriately named actress to dress up like a pirate. And oh my gosh, I'm forgetting her name. And there she is, the same actress, and I've just completely blanked on her name. It'll come to me at some point. Oh my god, that's embarrassing. Joan Blondell. There's Joan Blondell admiring herself in a pirate outfit, and here's Joan Blondell in a different pirate outfit. So that's one grouping of pirate pictures. And here's another one. Alice White, who wore any number of strange hats when she was modeling, but here she is in a pirate outfit. And here's a pirate drawing by the late great artist Richard Sala. He did a lot of these kind of drawings inspired by those pin-up photos that I was showing some of earlier. And just a greatly underrated comic book storyteller, in my opinion. Here's Richard Sala again. And not sure who this is. I think it might be Joan Blondell's sister. But also, lady dressed up like a pirate. Actually, maybe I can find out if I hover over the image here. Nope, it's Maxine Cantwell. I was completely wrong. B.B. Daniels as a pirate. B.B. Daniels was a uh, star of the silent movie period. Uh, was teamed with Harold Lloyd in a whole bunch of comedies, and then moved on to a solo career, uh, mostly the dramatic actress during the early talkies. Yeah, she started acting at 16, if memory serves. Modern singer, wearing a pirate hat. Uh, F FTW something, I think is her name, or FWT something. Don't remember who that is, but it's a pirate. Joan Blondell, I think from the same shoot as those other two pictures, and this is definitely Blondell's sister. And oh my God, embarrassing! I'm getting blank on her name, but I actually think I put tags on these pictures. Yeah, F.K. Twigs was that one. Joan Crawford, of course, duh. And yeah, this is Colleen Moore. She's another silent movie actress doing the pirate thing here. And here's Dave King. Yeah, I woke up, tried writing a bit, wasn't getting anywhere, so I figured I'd just screw around on YouTube. And now I'm looking at pirate pictures. As usual, riveting, innovative content here. And so those are photos and a little bit of art. And now here's a whole bunch of pirate art. And actually, I'm probably going to get, what are those copyright complaints on this? Because some of these images are copyrighted to the artists. And the David Yarrow pictures or photos that I started out with, they're definitely copyrighted. But this, I believe, was off of a tattoo site. This pirate girl art. This is Mike Hoffman drawing pirates. And this is kind of thematically the same as those Yarrow photos from the beginning. And this is Norm Brayfogle. Pirates on a sinking ship. Someone must have tied them up in that. Maybe from the comic. I don't know. Just a random picture I found somewhere. Larry Elmore drawing a pirate. Forgot her pants at home. But at least she got her boots on, so that's something. And here's Mitch Faust. F-O-U-S-T. Nice pencil art. Actually, he does some nice pencil art. Mitch Faust does. What else do you have here, pirate-wise? Oh, actually, I was showing that picture of... oh, damn it. B.B. Daniels earlier. And that was a still taken from this picture right here. This film right here, rather. This is a publicity still for that film. I've always, when I look at this picture, yeah, it's funny that at the very beginning there was a photo of I think some pirates that would be like the ones you remember from when you were a kid. But this, I've always found this one to be a strange photo. To my mind, she's missing a sword in this hand. So if I were to draw this, make this into a drawing, she would definitely be carrying a sword, because it seems like there should, even the way the hand is posed, it should be like should be a sword in there. But there isn't. And yeah, this is a publicity still for a Harold Lloyd headlined picture. Captain Kids Kids is what it was called. Hal Roach directed it. the biggest drawback to that particular film is Harold Lloyd's character is just dumb and just fundamentally unlikable. But it's BB Daniels is always lots of fun to watch, and she's fun in this picture, like in everything. Maybe someday I'll have to sit here and watch one of their films and make comments as it's running. That would be interesting, maybe. Interesting to me, at least. So, whoops, here's more pirates. This is Maureen O'Hara as a pirate. Forget who this is. I think it's just a pin-up girl from the 20s. But she's kind of dressed like a pirate. Hello, Dan. I'm just wasting, well, not wasting time, but being here on YouTube until I get tired and go back to sleep. Looking at pictures of pirate girls because I had Ailstorm in my head when I woke up. Oh, I guess I should do this too. I almost forgot. If anybody wants to come up and be witty or whatever. That didn't work. Why did that not work? There we go. That worked. Yeah, forgetting who that is. And there's another pirate girl. She's got money. Got the pirate treasure. Another pirate. Probably should have switched these around, huh? So I was actually looking in the direction of the picture rather than looking away from the picture. Another pirate. Yeah, they're definitely not the rogue pirates that Chile is out there looking for. And I think that's Frances Drake again. Once I said, the most appropriately named actress to ever dress up like a pirate. Okay, English is that one that I said was just a pin-up girl. Dorothy Sebastian, yeah, Dorothy Sebastian. She spent a lot of time dressed up like a pirate. I got several photos of her that I've gathered over the years. Gwen Gibson, Gwen Lee, Claudia Dell, and of course Frances Drake, like I said. And, well, that's it for the pirate pictures. Yeah, so I like the old Flying movie, but for some reason these are easier to look at. Old Flying movies. Can you give me an example? I'm kind of lost. Oh. Okay. That makes a little more sense. I was thinking, okay, I don't know how you get from pirates and hot pants to aviation films, but okay. I mean, we can do that. Let's see. But yeah, stupid autocorrect indeed. Do I have anything? Although, speaking of Alice White, like I was doing earlier, there we go. Almost a flying movie. Alice White wearing a hat that looks like an airplane for God knows what reason. It won't even go bigger. Weird. This is the kind of stream that will get me down below 6,000. Rubbish, not 6,000. Well, apparently he's got some giant premiere coming out on Monday. It'll be He's going to be educating us all on the Constitution and John Locke. Although it sounds like all he'll be doing is regurgitating other people's YouTube videos, because that's scholarship. I mean, I could be wrong. All I really have from it is something that I've picked up on I've been banned by Chile de Castro Facebook group, and some comments I heard on Dan's live stream earlier. Because as often is the case, I had it running in the background while I was doing other things, and then occasionally making comments. Hey, GR. But speaking of flying pictures, there's a still from a flying picture. Actually, another kind of fun silent movie with some interesting trivia around it. Oh, that's all his big premiere is a recut of an old video. He made it sound, well, I guess he's the same one that makes his apparently not yet. Maybe someday. But yeah, this guy right here. Well, let me see if I remember correctly, but he was one of the pioneering aviator types. Was in a couple of films, including this one. This still was taken from, called Dash Through the Clouds from 2012. Mabel Normand was Mabel Normand played a lady that fell in love with airplanes and the men of their amazing flying machines, and her portly boyfriend was jealous, got himself in trouble with some violent Hispanic hillbillies living along the border. Well, he got involved with one of their ladies, and they didn't take kindly to it. So she had to hop in a plane and rescue him. This pilot, though, the trivia, and yeah, I just checked it. The trivia that I was talking about, he died in a plane crash, and his name was Parmalee, David Parmalee, Philip Parmalee, and he died the day after this film was released. I mean, so he finished filming this movie, was going on to other things, and he crashed his plane and died. He was 25 years old. Died on June 1st, 1912. And that there we go. That's what I kept trying to do and failed at. But yeah, I think actually Dashing Through the Clouds was the first film where airplanes and flying was central to the plot. And in fact, the plot was all around it. It revolved around planes and I mean, everything about that film is aside from the boyfriend going out and hooking up with with some uh, backcountry lady and getting himself in trouble. Everything else in that film revolved around planes, including the effort to rescue him from himself. so, so yeah, that was just triggered by the comment about the typo about the aviation. Cone of Silence from 1960. One of my favorite actors in a supporting role, and somewhat villainous, but not quite. Let's see, bid has low view numbers. Oh, a vid that had low vid numbers, and he re-edited it. It was meant to be released today, pushed it back 24 hours. Yeah, yeah, I actually heard you comment on that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's dashing through the clouds, or a dash through the clouds. Let me see. Yes, a dash through the clouds from 1912. It's available on YouTube. Mabel Normand's 39th film, actually. So you can either go straight to the YouTube source, or you can go to my Shades of Grey blog and watch it there. But yeah, the Cone of Silence, actually, that's also, I believe, actually, Cone of Silence is also on YouTube in its entirety. And it revolves around plane crashes and safety features on uh, well, on planes, and it's basically the engineering of planes. So again, it's another interesting sort of film as far as dealing with aviation and the business. In this case, also the business the business of aviation. Um, One thing I find interesting about Cone of Silence is that the film was from 1960, yet today you can find the exact same sort of characters performing the exact same functions and behaving the exact same way in modern society. So that is, that makes the film so worth watching. Another interesting thing about the film, even though I said that uh, Cushing's character occasionally comes across as mildly villainous, there's really nobody in this film. There are no villains in this film, really. Everybody in Code of Silence is actually motivated by uh, what they believe is what they believe is for the greater good and the interest of public safety as it relate and the aviation business, but mostly public safety. Everyone in this film is interested in making aviation safe and making people safe. Even the one character that seems sort of a bit shady and completely misguided by the end of the film. He's more arrogant than he is outright irresponsible and bad. So, it's actually it's a good film. That it's a rare film since it doesn't have, like I said, there's no villains in it really. Oh, here we go. Thelma Todd, fine actress, and with not Patsy Cline, Patsy Kelly, another aviation film or flying film. I haven't actually seen that one yet, so I need to get around to that. Oh, here's another one that actually is very good film and very good actors. It's got Myrna Loy and Cary Grant in it. Cary Grant is an aviation engineer who is blinded in an accident, and Myrna Loy is a test pilot who is trying to get him to get back on the horse, so to speak. And it's a very nice, well done drama. Get another good flying picture if you want to check things like that out. Okay, and now I can't get that to close because I was clicking on the wrong thing. Let's see. Actually, I just read my own summary here. She's not a test pilot, she's a stunt pilot. But basically, the film also revolves around technology in that he's developing a new and improved autopilot. The Cary Grant character is. And the one that I skipped over with the Passy Kelly and Thelma Todd, they're stewardesses, and they are on an emergent. They are supposed to help. They're supposed to just be on a plane that's being tested with new emergency system, and and of course everything goes wrong. That can go wrong because it's a comedy, and it's just a crazy slapstick comedy, but it's very funny. Okay, Highway in the Sky. I'll definitely make a note of that. Check it out. And you said it's on YouTube, so there you go. I will definitely have to check that out. Lost in the Stratosphere. It's got, see this fellow right here? If you couldn't get a hold of James Cagney, you could always get his brother William. And this is William Cagney, not James Cagney. Eventually, William Cagney stopped acting and became James Cagney's manager and business manager overall. Actually, I kept popping in and out on that one, and I think by the end, well, I don't know if Dan is still here, he can tell you, but I think by the end, the only ones awake were Dan and Dr. Cletus Deletus. And then they had, I think, I forget his name, Oleg something. He has a YouTube channel. I saw him on the panel as well for a while there. So, and Mark the Sarcastic Law Student, I think, was on there as well for a bit because they were torturing the poor guy. Makes my haircut. Yeah, this guy right here, William Cagney. Or is that a film you're referring to? Oleg Welsh, yes. Thank you, Oleg Welsh. That was the name I was trying to remember. But yeah, Lost in the Stratosphere. They're test pilots. The lady in the middle was June Collier, actually another actress that doesn't get nowhere near enough of attention from film historians and such. And then, of course, there is the one that I keep confusing with the silent version or silent movie, Hell's Angels. Mae West is in it. Thelma Todd turned down the role, which was a shame because I think she would have been better in the film than Mae West. But these are World War I pilots doing piloty things, daring deeds, and blowing up zeppelins and biplanes, and generally, being dashing pilots while going after the same woman. Two brothers, basically, if I recall the film. Let me see if I'm right. I misremembered the film somewhat, but still. World War I pilots flying around. Yes, Oleg Welsh, that's what I'm trying to remember. And I noticed... Oh! Military Air Scout was the first aviation film ever? Okay. I actually, when I was talking about a dash through the clouds, I was literally just talking out my butt because um, in my extensive research, uh, extensive in the constitutional law scholar way, uh, it it just seemed to me that that was the first one that I came across. I mean, the only one that I really came across that was that early. But I will. But I will have to. Let's see, military scout, military air scout. Now you got me curious. (1911). Okay. Uh, Considered by some aviation film historians to be the first aviation film. One of the first. Okay, so the first. Okay. Well, I learned something today. So this wasn't a total waste of time. I used, yes, indeed, I did use Wiki because it's good for something on the fly. But if I was to really research this, well, right there, see? I use Wikipedia. Um, which, of course, means now I don't even have to watch the film. I can just... although... This is weird. What is this, a science fiction film? Yeah, 11 hours and 30 minutes. My God, you people. How you do it, I'll never know. Um, but this is interesting. It's the film was made in 1911, but it's set in 1914. At least according to Wikipedia. And as we all know, from what the constitutional law scholar has taught us, Wikipedia is the end all and be all of information, and one does not need to do any further research. So, the plot of Military Air Scout in 1914, the commanding officer of the U.S. Army with his daughter Marie and Lieutenant Wentworth are watching the flight of the latest military aircraft. Oh, it is a science fiction film. Wentworth studies aviation and after becoming a pilot makes his first flight, witnessed by the general's daughter, his sweetheart. Yeah, I could just listen to the film. That is correct. But at an informal luncheon, Commander Arthur learns that the United States is at war and has to face European enemies. Lieutenant Wentworth is ordered to attack the enemy fleet, succeeding in sinking 2 of the enemy battleships. That's pretty impressive for 1914. The enemy shoots down Wentworth on his next flight. Extracting himself from the wreckage, he is badly injured with a broken arm, but manages to report back to his headquarters. He tells Commander Arthur that what has occurred, and after recovery at an army hospital is reunited with Marie. His brave and daring deeds are well received, and Commander Arthur now accepts him as a prospective son-in-law. That's moving. And now I don't need to see the movie because clearly Wikipedia has told me all I need to know about it. Oh, then of course they're quibbling down here in the references whether this really was the first aviation film or not. There's a 1908 documentary, and And then they say 1901 was first featured aircraft. Yeah, there are plenty of films that featured aircrafts before A Dash Through the Clouds and Military Air Scout, but they weren't exactly central to the uh, action of the film and the plot of the film. So okay, I'll have to go back, and looks like I'll have to revise my statement about. Good thing I didn't say it hard and fast. At least I don't think I said it hard and fast. But yeah, so Wikipedia, end all and be all, scholarship embodied right here. Let's see. I suppose one can say that A Dash for the Cloud was the. Oh, I can still cover my ass here. A Dash to the Cloud was the first film where an aviator played himself. They didn't have someone that was doubling for the stunt flying. They actually had the real pilot flying the plane, appearing in the movie, and Mabel Normand apparently also was in that plane as they're taking off, coming and going from what I was reading somewhere, but I don't know how true that is. It wasn't on Wikipedia, so it must not have been true. Yes, that is correct. Actually, I don't think I would. Well, I would never assume that anything I say about silent movies and silent movie actresses and actors and anything is 100% certain as fact, because there's so many different versions of things floating around out there, both in legitimate books and on random web posts, that um, you don't know what real history is and isn't. Even if you have three sources, you might get three different versions of the same person's life story, because some people just make shit up and other people rely on one studio's publicity material, and another source will be reading something entirely different about the same actor actress a year later because some other publicist was making up crap. But yeah, I'll have to see if a Military Air Scout is floating around out there. Well, it's not on YouTube, but I did find something called How to Get Killed in One Easy Lesson, a black and white uh, military training film from 1943. It might be worth checking out. But yeah, I love it when you come into these streams, Dan, because you always teach me something, even if it's not to say something's impossible. Or rather say I'll do something if the impossible becomes possible. But yeah. Well, starting to get a little tired here, so maybe I should try to go back to bed. I think I've done plenty to get myself copyright trouble with the photos and the art from earlier on. And I think with exciting videos like this, as I said, I'm not hoping that I will manage this, but I think I might, force my viewership back, or my viewership again, numbers in the dozens, like my book sales. But get it. Yeah, I have added How to Get Killed in One Easy Lesson to my to be watched queue. Um, or I'm trying to, at least, before I forget that it's out there. Oh my God, what is going on here? Close player. Watch later. Okay, there we go. Yeah, no, I think I've told the story of why I have to stay away from that stuff. Don't want to don't want to have to go through that again. Um, anyhow, yeah, I wish I would say I don't think that's true, but it is true. It probably is true. Yeah, I still like the idea of scaring him by telling him that I've come from the future and I'm him, and this is what he becomes. I am the ghost of YouTube future. Change your ways, Cholito. Change your ways. Don't become me. Yeah, I know. And one of these Fridays or Saturdays, I actually will plan better and come on early in the day just to sort of uh, see what might happen. Um, I mean, I think we did have a dozen or so people at one point when Stan and I did the did the live stream, but uh, the day job is such that you know can't do this when I'm off making sure that there's money in the bank. Well, and I have health insurance and such. Repeat times three. Push up glasses. Sell the trifold of justice. Yeah. Yeah, I need to work on that. Whenever, one of you folks who are kind enough to come by on a regular basis show up, I should go, Dave, Dave, Dave King, yeah, Dave. And uh, Welshman's in the house. Welshie's in the hizzy. Yeah, I've actually been noticing that, but that's also a prime spot because we've got we've got the real channels doing it during that time. Um, well, such as yourself, because you guys seem to go on every well, it was every day this week at 3:30, wasn't it? That you guys came on. Well, but of course, it shows refinement in class. See, I have a bottle around here, but I don't at the moment, so can't be completely refined. Yeah, and generally at 3:30, um, that's when. Well, again, except for Fridays and Saturdays, and the occasional Thursday. I am doing stuff, making a living, earning a living, whatever the proper phrase is. uh, Never worry about what others are doing. You do you. Yes, that is correct. That is actually the way to do it. But if I'm goofing off on my channel, then I won't be able to watch your channel. Or I guess I could always. I shall now comment live on Welsh News Network, which is broadcasting live. Yeah, I need to actually do a little bit of that too. And in fact, I do have a couple of topics that I do want to sort of talk about without letting myself get distracted by. But that came out. That didn't sound right. Let myself get distracted by the audience. Yeah, that doesn't sound quite right. But I mean, for example, when I was looking at those chili clips the other day, my initial thought was to just record that and then set it up. But then my day went sideways, and I just said, "All right, screw it. I've got the clips. I'll just what is that phrase? Fuck it, we'll do it live." Yeah, that was supposed to be a recording, ended up being a live stream, and so just because I wanted to get it out there, and well, like again, you guys had already covered it by the time I ended up doing my stream. This is a dumb question, and just I can't be asked to research that guy, but is that his real last name, or he just thinks that's cute to call himself that because it goes with his whole "I have ascended beyond the ken of you mortal beings." If it's a real last name, it's kind of cool, but they actually stream them as they are streaming. Interesting. Is that even possible? Could I even do that? All right, now you guys got me thinking. Well, yeah, I guess of course I could do that because whether it's a live stream or a video, it's the same thing, isn't it? Sorry, guys, you're making me want to experiment here. All right, so let's see here. Donk. And military air scout to remind myself to look at that later. I need to rearrange my screens. Yeah. That's kind of risky, though, isn't it? Live streaming a live stream, you don't really know what's going to happen. I mean, this is one thing. Here I am, running a video, but okay, come on, you can pause now. There we go. Yeah. See, that's something else too. That things get said, and well, you can always just pause the stream and then come back to it. So it really is just like another video. But yeah, This is How to Get Killed in One Easy Lesson.
Big pardon, not very good American soldiers.
What's that?
Good American soldiers, very hard to hit. These were easy.
Listen, Jack. Those guys were my pals, and they were damn good soldiers, see? And one more crack out of you, and I'll kill you just like you killed them.
Big pardon, not quite true.
Huh?
They were not killed by us. They killed themselves.
What the hell are you talking about?
Japanese soldiers, very clever. They have to be killed. American soldiers, very dumb. They get careless and kill themselves.
All right, I'm going to have to watch this. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. How to Get Killed in One Easy Lesson. Yeah. Because yeah, there's really no way to debunk his if he's saying the bullshit live and you're live again, unless you pause it and slip behind. Now it's doing this again. Yeah, I need to just figure out how to. Well, now again, I'm thinking about broadcasting and how to handle certain things. And I'm wide awake again. Thank you for that. Yeah. Well, I suppose if you are live streaming someone like Chili or Paul Enslaved, you could just do what they do. They think something is untrue or disagree with it. They just go, nope, nope, bullshit, 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 nope, because that makes it true. Oh no, I put the little tags down at the bottom of the of these videos. So no, I know how to go in and do stuff in YouTube Studio. It's more fancy stuff like, and actually I think it's just limitations of the software, because I was going to say it would be nice if I could make that big while I'm small down in the corner. So that's the focus. But the best I seem to be able to do is basically share the screen with the film. But I think part of what I need to do there is just swap the content. So have me over on the narrow monitor. But when I do that, I lose the controls off of the Restream Studio studio screen. Chili facts. Well, we could watch the riveting training film from 1943, How to Get Killed in One Easy. I think I will be watching this, and there will be something on my blog about it. Yeah, I guess chili facts. Sure, I like that word, chili facts. You have to use that somewhere. I'm stealing it from you, Dave. Sorry. Although it's probably already been used somewhere. Well, let's see. How do I now? Let's see if I do this. Sorry, I'm now just, there's a feature here that I'm trying to see if it'll do what. Yep. Yeah, I had that, and I did, certain tags that were always there, and then I did something to mess it up, and so now I'm, typing in tags individually again. Like this one, for example, I don't think has any tags or anything yet because none of the automated stuff is there anymore. But again, figuring this out as I go. And that's one reason why now I have that little animation at the start of every stream, because I'm making sure I'm going in there and doing the on again, off again, fiddling with the sound, so I don't have to have someone in side chat tell me, can't hear you, you sound like you're underwater. So baby steps as I figure, oh, new graphics. Guess I'll look at the new graphics. What are the new graphics? That's not new. They lied to me. That's not new. That might be new. Let's see. Let's see what this one is. Huh. What on earth is that? Yeah. Oh, wait, that was OBS I was trying to figure out. People told me how simple OBS was, and it's not so simple that even a Steve can use it. That's how I ended up using Restream, because Restream, I literally just clicked on it and it worked, more or less. Have not tried StreamYards yet. So you think StreamYards is even easier to deal with? And isn't that, don't you have to? Well, I paid some money for this so I could get some of the features. So yeah, that's what I was just talking about. For me, at least, OBS was beyond my meager abilities. My meager tech skills were. Okay, how does this go away now? That still is not going away. Darn it. All right. Nope, that didn't work either. Yeah, sorry. I'm got Windows open now that I can't make close. And I don't understand why. Whatever. Too late. I already did it. It's mine now. Chili facts. Let me close that so I can see what that. Oh, it's a little Valentine's Day guy. Oh, that's cute. What's the other one that they said was new? Oh, another Valentine's Day image. Although, I think the next time I do a video about our favorite constitutional scholar, this will have to be. I'll have to have this graphic surrounding the images, because that's how everybody feels about Mr. DeCastro, right? It certainly summarizes his personality. Ah. See, you guys are saying things, but I can't get to whatever the comment is. I can't even see it. Why is it doing this? Damn it. No, that's not. For God's sakes. Well, I think Dan is saying that even Chili can use StreamYards. Can he, though? Can he? I mean, for God's sakes, close. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that was my experience. But Chili using StreamYards is sort of like, how good he is at using StreamYards when it comes right down to it. Because yeah, there is the whole sound and volume thing where all of a sudden, but the volume just comes and goes just because nobody understands why. So I don't know that he is really using StreamYards all that well. And I still can't get to that comment down there about StreamYards. What in the ever loving? Well, somehow I messed this up, and I don't know how. That isn't doing it. Let's see if I do this, what happens. Nope. 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 All right, Dave, I think I'm going to have to just ban you pretty soon here. Or, not talk to you like I'm not talking to Dan until 2025. But yeah, I had to actually put you guys over here in on the screen. I wouldn't be able to. I couldn't see what you were saying anymore. I can't even get to it, which is bizarre. I don't know what I did. So it's his cute little telemarketing mic that's doing it. Okay, well that makes sense. Okay, fine. You Philistines don't deserve a beautiful frame around my gorgeous face. So there, now it's gone. You're proud of yourself? Yeah, those are the same ones from before. Still don't get that little guy. 3 nipples and 12 fingers. That's me. But it is now 5 a.m. my time. and I really probably should try to go back to bed. So, appreciate you guys coming by, hanging out. Giving me one film to try to track down, a military air scout, and another film, another short training film to watch, How to Get Killed in One Easy Lesson. I told you, this is what chili becomes in the future, and I've come from the future to warn the past. I mean, the haircut should have been the dead giveaway. I mean, it was planned. It was fated. You know. So yes. This is what too much fasting and skin creams does to you. It is true. Now I can finally see one of these comments here. Quick, type more because Dan was lagging. Yeah, I don't know why it just has dropped off. Got the track bar working again now. Okay. $5 a.m. Yep, you get drunks or hecklers, or drunk hecklers. But okay, so now my track bar is back. Nope, now it's gone again. Well, whatever. I can see it over here. Thank God someone finally muted him. Yeah. All right, gentlemen. Again, I appreciate it. It's been fun and informative. Hopefully for you too. But I better go back to bed and try to get some sleep. And let's see. How do I close that now? There we go. We do that. All right. Well, thanks again for coming out for a nearly content-free stream. And I'll have to go in and put some links in the bottom since I did, I was using that. Whoa, what the heck? Let me get out of that. Since I was using those photos early in the stream that are definitely somebody's property, I better be nice and give David Yarrow a link. Yeah, if you haven't looked at Dave, if you haven't gone look, don't know who David Yarrow is, and you like photography, go check him out. Do the Google search. Check. He does great nature photography. He does great just photos that tell stories. So check out David Yarrow. And on that note, I am out of here. Good night, guys. Thanks again. And I will see you next time.